Hello my friends, Dennis Chamberlain here with the National Philanthropy Resource Center and your nonprofit tip of the week. This week I want to discuss 4 quick steps to securing corporate support for your agency. During those times when your nonprofit agency is prospecting for new corporate support, I'm going to recommend that you adopt the position of exploratory meetings. And here's why. An exploratory meeting is a meeting with a potential corporate partner where the sole purpose is for you as a nonprofit organization to learn more about them. An exploratory meeting is not an opportunity for you to sell anything or to make a pitch. It's not a presentation of sponsorship levels or menus or anything like that. In fact, an exploratory meeting has very little to do with you and everything to do about them. It might be tempting to bring a menu, to bring sponsorship levels. Believe me, don't do it. For that matter, an exploratory meeting is not a presentation about the history of your organization either. And an exploratory meeting is not a setting where you even do most of the talking. Exploratory meetings are the best ways for you to open doors with your potential future corporate partners and illustrate to them that you have a senior level understanding of their corporate needs. So get your pen handy, because the anatomy of a successful exploratory meeting has 4 components to it. The first part of your exploratory meeting is the opening. This is where you make your potential corporate partner comfortable. Mention the name of the person that suggested that the two of you meet. Usually, that might be a member of your board or someone that corporate partner knows personally. This will help to establish a connection, an authentic one. Make sure to reiterate the purpose of the meeting. Say things like, "We're here to learn from you. We're here today to listen to you." And if the situation calls for it, you might even want to consider saying something like, "We won't be asking for money today. We're just here to listen and gain a deeper understanding of the things that are important to you." The second part of your exploratory meeting is questions, and then listening. Listening should be about 80% of what you do during an exploratory meeting like this. You might want to even ask for permission to take notes. That usually goes over pretty well. And make sure to ask brief and open-ended questions. The third part of the exploratory meeting is discussing the value that corporate partner would receive by working with your nonprofit agency. Remember that the meeting is still about them and what's in it for them. So keep this part pretty brief and concise. Maybe it's best to provide even a mission or a vision soundbite at this point. It's a good idea for you to mention that your organization is looking for long-term, mutually beneficial corporate partnerships with those people and those organizations that share common interests. The fourth part of the exploratory meeting is closing the meeting. Make a summary match on no more than 2 of the projects that your organization is involved with. Use phrases like, "It was interesting to learn that your target market was X," because that's one of our key audiences too. Briefly talk about potential collaborative efforts together, but only from the perspective of how it's going to benefit them. Then you'll want to arrange a time in 1 week where you will personally drop off a proposal. But not just any proposal, a proposal that reflects the conversation that you've had today, one that reflects the details of the meeting that you've just had. You might want to say things like, "May I call you sometime after this meeting to discuss any questions that I might have about the details we've gone over?" Then you close the conversation and confirm a date where you'll submit to them a proposal for them to consider. To learn more about win-win corporate partnerships, check out the online course offered by the National Philanthropy Resource Center. For the National Philanthropy Resource Center, I'm Dennis Chamberlain, and that is your tip of the week.